Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Now we'll continue doing these problems. We'll finish this one. So let me do more problems. Find the general solution. So we'll go first to the auxiliary equation. And that will be what? R to the power 4 plus 10R squared plus 25 equals 0. And this one, if I notice, this I can do it right away. Either I will let U equal R squared, or I can do it right away. That will be R squared plus 5 times R squared plus 5 equals 0. This 5 times 5, 25. 5R squared plus 5R squared, this is 10R squared, and R squared times R squared, R to the power 4. So I have what? R squared plus 5, all squared equals 0. So what's R? I need R squared equals minus 5. So R will be plus or minus the square root of 5I. 2 times. So the roots are plus or minus square root of 5I plus or minus square root of 5I. So they are repeated. So it will be YC, or the general solution. Y will be C1. That will be cosine the square root of 5x plus C2 sine square root of 5x plus, this is repeated, I need C3x cosine square root of 5x plus C4x sine square root of 5x. Or I can write it this way, which is the same thing. Okay, that will be my general solution. This is now, it's ready. It's good usually when you do it in the as an operator, it will be easy to write it. So now I need this R squared minus 4R plus 13 all square equals 0. That will be my auxiliary equation. So I need to solve this equation, which is R squared minus 4R plus 13 equals 0. Then I have a repeated roots. What will be R? I cannot factor this. Actually, I have no real. So I have 4 minus B plus or minus square root B squared 16 minus 4AC 13 times 1 over 2. That will be 4 plus or minus 16 minus 52. That will be minus 36 over 2. That will be 4 plus or minus 6I over 2. That will be 2 plus or minus 3I. Okay, so what will be my solution? The roots, what are the roots? Will be 2 plus or minus 3I repeated. 2 plus or minus 3I. So what will be the general solution? C1 e to x cosine square root of 3x plus C2 e to x sine square root of 3, not the square root of 3x right away. Because this is alpha and this is beta, 3x plus C3x e to x cosine 3x plus C4 x e to x sine 3x, which is this one. Another way to write it. Okay, same idea, but now I need to solve this equation. So I have R squared plus 6R plus 13 equals 0. By the way, the auxiliary equation will be R squared plus 6R plus 13 squared equals 0. So I need to solve this. So R equal what? Minus 6 plus or minus square root. This is what, 36? Yeah, is it the same? No, there's a difference. Okay. 36 minus 4 times 13 over 2. That give me what? Minus 6 plus or minus 36 minus 52. That's minus 16 over 2. So I have minus 6 plus or minus 4I over 2. That's minus 3 plus or minus 2I. So the roots are what? Minus 3 plus or minus 2i, minus 3 plus or minus 2i. General solution, C1 is minus 3x cosine 2x plus C2 is minus 3x sine 2x plus C3 x with the same thing. C4 x sine 2x, which is this one. Okay, the roots, he gave me the roots and he wants me to find the general solution. So these are the roots. So the roots are what? 3 minus 5, 0, 3 times, and 2 plus or minus 3i, 2 times. Now we want the general solution. General solution. This one gave me e3x. This one gave me e minus 3x. This is 3 zeros, so I have c3, c4x, c5x squared. This is repeated. We did it before. Let me write it the way he's writing it. Yeah, it's c6 plus c7x, e 2x cosine 3x plus c8 plus c9x, e 2x sine 3x. Okay, that would be the answer to this. Yeah. Find the homogeneous differential equation. Homogeneous linear differential equation is that this is a solution. There's a difference if you write it as a solution or general solution. When it's general solution, then we need to stick to it. When he said, remember we solved some problems, when he said this is the general solution. These are all the roots. Okay. But now when he say it's a solution, he says it's a solution. Yeah. It's a solution. Then maybe some of them are there, but where the constant is 0 or the coefficient is 0. So when you say x squared is minus 3x, you say x squared is minus 3x, actually the solution is c1 e minus 3x plus c2 x is minus 3x plus c3 x squared is minus 3x, because he cannot reach x squared is minus 3x unless he do the previous ones. No, so when he say this is the solution, it means this is 0, this is 0, and this is 1. So the idea, when I have x squared is minus 3x, I need to go to the roots right away. So the roots here will be minus 3 times. When he said x, then the root is 0 and 0, 2 times. He cannot reach x unless he do 1. Now when it comes to sine, for sure, if you have sine 5x, right away cosine 5x is also a solution. So that means what? I have sine and 5x and cosine, so it's alpha plus or minus I beta. Alpha is 0, so it's 0 plus or minus 5i. So this will be right, which is clear. When he said it's a solution, different than saying it's the general solution. He said the general solution, then he has everything. But when he say a solution, means maybe now to reach x squared means I need to go from minus 3x e to the power minus 3x, x squared e to the power minus 3x. So I have the roots are minus 3, minus 3, minus 3, 3 times. Okay. So now I need to find the solution or the equation. This minus 3, and maybe it's good to write it as an operator. It will be easy to do. If the root is r, if the root is r, if the root is r, then d minus r y equals 0 is the equation. It's a differential equation. If I have r repeated 3 times, if it is repeated 3 times, for example, then it will be d minus r cubed, since it's repeated 3 times. This is d minus 0 square. This one, yeah, since I have alpha plus or minus I beta, you know what? Let me explain that. Yeah. Let me have a page here, and then I will. Yeah, this is my question. Don't let me go back. If I have the root is r, then what will be the differential equation? D minus r times y equals 0, which is y prime minus ry equals 0. Okay. If the root is r repeated k times, what will happen? Then what will be the equation? This is the differential equation in operator format. Then the equation, the differential equation becomes what? Actually, let me do one step before. If the root is r, then the factor is what? Root is r1, let me say. And the factor is r minus r1. So the equation will be then d minus r1, and this is will be minus r, y prime minus r. Now, if the root is r1 repeated k times, then the factor is what? R1, yeah. R minus R1 to the power k. That would be the factor. And so the equation, so the differential equation is d minus R1 to the power k times y equals 0. Now, if the root is, this is going to take care of the case, not repeated, unrepeated. Now let me go to the non-real. If the root is alpha plus I beta, I'm talking about differential linear. I'm talking about linear, homogeneous differential equation with constant real coefficients. If the root is alpha plus I beta, where it comes from cosine and sine, then for sure alpha minus I beta is also a root. And the factor is what? Will be r minus the first root times r minus the second root. Now I'll give you a formula. That will be what? R minus alpha minus I beta times R minus alpha plus I beta. So I have, this is U, this is Y. I put it with the bracket. Then I have what? X minus Y times X plus Y. And that will be R minus alpha square minus I square beta square, which is R minus alpha square plus beta square, because I square is minus. Or I can rewrite it in more details, R square minus 2 alpha plus alpha square plus beta square. That will be my root. That will be my factor. So it will be the differential equation. Will be y double prime, or let me make it with the d square minus 2d plus alpha square minus 2 alpha d, sorry, minus 2 alpha d plus alpha square plus beta square on y equals 0. Or I can rewrite it y double prime minus 2 alpha double prime 2 alpha y prime plus alpha square plus beta square y equals 0. Repeat it, make it all square. Okay. Now I have the roots. Now it comes to this one. I have the formula, which is this one. D squared. Now alpha is 0 and beta is 5. So it will be d squared minus 0. Plus, no need. Then it will be plus alpha squared, which is 0, plus beta squared, which is 5 squared. On y equals 0. That will be the differential equation. So that gives me what? D plus 3 to the power 3. D squared plus 25 and y equals 0, which is this one. Yeah, the operator is commutative, so this one before this or this one before that is the same. Okay. Solve this equation. So I have the auxiliary equation. I need to find the auxiliary equation, which is r cubed plus r minus 10 equals 0. This will be my auxiliary equation, which I need to solve. Okay. Now I need to find the root since it's third degree. I need to make it first degree. Yeah. Either I will guess the root, or I can do the rational 0. The rational 0, and we have a0 is minus 10, an equal 1. So p plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 5, plus or minus 10. And q plus or minus 1. So b over q yeah. If I try 1, substitute, that's wrong. Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 10, that will be also wrong. Very clearly, the negative part will be wrong, because it will be negative, cannot be 0. What about r equal to? R equal to, I have 8 plus 2 minus 10, which is 0, which is correct. So I get 1, 0. So now I do synthetic division. It means r minus 2 is a factor. So that will be r minus 2 times a function, quadratic function. This is second degree polynomial. How to get it? We'll do synthetic division. That will be 1 r squared, no coefficient, 1 minus 10 over 2. That give me 1, 2, 2, 4, 5, 10, 0. So q of x will be r squared plus 2r plus 5. To find the root, I will do the quadratic formula. I have what? Y equal what? Minus b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2. That will be minus 2. This is minus 16, so it will be plus 4i over 2 minus 1 plus or minus 2i. Oops. What will be my general solution then? So these are the roots. The roots are what? 2 minus 1 plus or minus 2y. General solution, e to x, e minus x cosine to x, e minus x sine to x, which is this one. Solve this where I have initial conditions. A second order is easy, but I have initial condition to find the c's. So I need to do some calculation. So what is the auxiliary equation? R squared minus 4r plus 5 equals 0. So I have what? This is not, I cannot factor it. So I need to solve it using the quadratic formula. That will be 4 minus 4 minus b. So this is 4 plus or minus square root 16 minus 4 times 5 over 2. That will be 4. 16 minus 20, that minus 4. So 4 plus or minus 2i over 2. That will be 2 plus or minus I. So what is my solution? General solution. C1 e to x cosine x plus C2 e to x sine x. I need y prime, so let me find y prime right away. That will be what I have product of two functions. Be careful. I have 2c1 e to x cosine x plus or minus c1 e to x sine x plus 2c2 e to x sine x plus c2 e to x cosine x. Okay. Now I have the conditions. Y at 0 equal 1. Then I have what? Substitute 0. E to the power 0 is 1. Cosine 0 is 1. So I have C1. And the other part I have 0. Since sine 0 is 0. So C1 equals 1. Y prime at 0 equal 5. That gives me what? Cosine 0 here. So I have 2C1. Here sine 0, 0. Here sine 0, 0. Plus C2 equals 5. So that implies C2 is 5 minus 2C1, which is equal to, since C1 is 1, it's equal to 3. So my solution, C1 equal 1, what is that? Will be Y equal e to x cosine x, since C1 is 1, C2 is 3 plus 3 e to x sine x, which is this one. Find homogeneous differential equation with constant coefficient whose general solution. Because I have everything now. When I say general solution, it means I have everything. So I have, what is the root? This is for sure. R will be alpha 0 plus or minus 3. What will be the auxiliary equation? It will be R minus 3i, R plus 3i, or I can use the formula right away, which is R squared plus 9 is equal to 0. I can write the equation, the differential equation, then becomes what? Y double prime plus 9y equals 0, which is this. Find the homogeneous, this is the solution. I have 10, since I have x, his general solution, so I have everything here. Since I have x, means that the root 10 repeated 2 times. The auxiliary equation will be what? R minus 10 times R minus 10 equals 0, which is R squared minus 20R plus 100 equals 0. This is the auxiliary equation. The differential equation becomes what? Y double prime minus 20y prime plus 100y equals 0, which is this. Now I have what? What are the roots? I have 2 repeated how many times? 3 times. 2, 2, 2. So the auxiliary equation will be r minus 2 to the power 3 equals 0. You can open this. That means what? R cubed minus 3 r squared times 2 plus 3 r times 2 squared minus 8 minus 2 cubed. Yeah, I'm writing the formula. Equal 8. So I have r cubed minus 6r squared plus 4 times 3, which is 12r minus 8 equals 0. So what will be the differential equation? And that will be the answer. Find the particular solution of this initial value problem. Yeah, so it means I need to solve this equation, and then I have condition. It's through by. It's okay. It's just a matter of calculation. Okay, so I have auxiliary equation to solve this. R squared plus 4r plus 5 equals 0. Very clear, I need to do the quadratic formula. Minus 4 plus or minus 16 minus 4 times 5 over 2. That will be minus 2 plus or minus I. So it's my general solution. Y will be C1 e minus 2x cosine x plus C2 e minus 2x sine x. Now I need, since I have initial condition, I have initial value problem. So I need to find the constant. So I have y at y. I need to find y prime first. Y prime will be what? Need to be careful. It's a product of two functions. Minus 2c1 e minus 2x cosine x minus c1 e minus 2x sine x. Since the derivative of cosine is minus sine, this one minus 2 c2 e minus 2x sine x plus c2 e minus 2x cosine x. Okay, now we'll go to the condition. Y at y equals 1. Then I have what? Cosine by is minus 1. So I have minus c1 e minus 2 by. Sine by is 0, gone. And that will be 1. The second one, y prime at y equals 5. You have what? Cosine by is minus 1. So I have 2 c1 e minus 2 by. Sine by gone. Sine by gone. Now I have here plus c2 e minus 2 by with a minus sign, since cosine by is minus 1. That will be equal to 5. So from here, c1 will be what? Yeah, I multiply. Yeah. Here multiply by e to the power 2 pi with a minus sign. Minus is. So I get what? Minus will kill the minus. E to the power 2 pi with e minus 2 pi. That will be killed. So we have c for minus e to the power 2. That will be c1. I plug it here. Then I have what? I plug it here. Minus e 2 pi. That give me 2 c1, which is minus e 2 pi. Let me do it in details. E is minus 2 pi minus c2 e minus 2 pi is equal to 5. This times this will be 1. E to the power 0, which is 1. So I have minus 2. Take it to the other side. So I have minus c2 e minus 2 pi equals 7. I'll do the same trick, but now multiply by minus. So that'll give me c2 will be minus 7 e2 pi. So it will be my solution. y equals C1, which is minus A2 pi times the first E minus 2x cosine x. This is second one, minus 7E minus 2 pi, E2 pi in this case, sorry. Yeah. C2 is e to the power 2 pi, A minus 2x sine x. This one. Yeah. Find the general solution of this. I need to find the root of this one. I think we did it before. Let me do it again. So R will be minus 6 plus or minus, isn't that B? Just 13. 36 minus 4 times 13 over 2. That is what? 36 minus 52, which is minus 16. So it's minus 4. That gives me minus 3 plus or minus 2i. So the roots are what? Minus 3 plus or minus 2i, repeated 2 times. And I have d 3 times. So I can rewrite it the way usually he wrote it. Y equal, I have C1 plus C2x, E minus 3x cosine 2x, plus C3 plus C4x, E minus 3x, but now it's sine 2x. This I have repeated 3 times, so I can write C5, C6x plus C7x squared, E2x, which is this one. Exactly. Okay. Root of the characteristic equation for certain homogeneous with real constant coefficients are those. These are the roots. He gave us the roots. What is the smallest possible order of the differential equation? Be careful. Let me rewrite the roots. I have 0, repeated 3 times, minus 7 and minus 7, and 3 plus 2i and 3 plus 2i. Since it's constant coefficient, or it should be real, okay, with real constant coefficient, yeah. It means if I have 3 plus 2i, for sure 3 minus 2i is there, and for sure 3 minus 2i is there. So my roots are exactly 0, 0, 0, minus 7, minus 7, and this is repeated 2 times. Now I can write. So what will be the smallest possible order? Smallest order. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is 9. So it will be the general solution. Y will be, here I have C1 plus C2x plus C3x squared, e to the power 0, which is 1. Here I have C4, yeah, plus C5x, e is minus 7x. Here I have for sine or cosine, I have plus C6 plus C7x, E3x cosine 2x, plus the same thing for sine, C8 plus C9x, so the order is 9, e to the power 3x sine 3x. Yeah, which is exactly this. You can write it the way you wrote it, or in this way. Okay. Find the linear differential equation whose general solution is this. General solution means they have all answers, all roots. So these, so what are the roots? This give me 0, 0. This one give me 3. This one give me minus alpha is minus 1 and beta equal 2. And this is just a repetition, since I have minus 1 plus or minus 2i. So one for the positive, one for the negative. You can think of it this way. Okay, to find the equation for this, I need to remember the formula, or I need to do it again. Remember, I told you there is a formula. You can follow. Yes, I explain it here. If you have alpha plus I beta, then alpha minus I beta is there. And the equation is this one. R square minus 2 alpha R. I forget R here, sorry. Should be R here. Because of that, I have I prime plus alpha square plus beta square. It's good that I saw it again. So from this one, I have the equation. This is the equation, auxiliary equation. This one is R square. This one, R minus 3. What about this one? Here I have alpha minus 1, beta equal 2. So I have R square minus 2 alpha R plus alpha square plus beta square equals 0. So I have R square, R minus 3, R square plus 2R plus 1 plus 4, which is 5 equals 0. So what will be the equation? The differential equation. Since he wrote it in operator, I will do it in terms of operator. D square, D minus 3, D square plus 2D plus 5, operating in Y equals 0. Which is this one. Exactly. Now I'm trying to do more problems. Yeah. Okay. Solve this. I think it's easy one. I need the auxiliary equation. Will be what? R square plus 3R minus 10, which I can factor it. R plus 5 times R minus 2. Is it 5R minus 2R, 3R? 5 times minus 2 is minus 10, so it's correct. So R will be minus 5 and 2 as the general solution. Right away, minus 5x, e to x, which is this one. Now this one also easy. Auxiliary equation will be what? R square plus 6R plus 9, which is R plus 3 all square. So the roots minus 3, general solution. C1 is minus 3x plus C2x is minus 3x, which is this one. Y cubed. Okay. So I have the auxiliary equation. R cubed plus R squared minus R minus 1. I think I can factor R squared. I have R plus 1 minus R plus 1 equals 0. So this one I can write R squared minus 1 times R plus 1 equals 0. So I have R minus 1, R plus 1, R plus 1 equals 0. So what are the roots? 1 minus 1 minus 1. General solution would be what? Y C1 e to the power x plus C2 e minus x, and that repeated, then I need x. Yeah, easy examples. Auxiliary equation r squared plus 4 equals 0, means r is plus or minus 2i. What will be the general solution? Y equal C1 cosine 2x plus C2 sine 2x. And that will be the answers. Yeah, I think we did this. We did that before. Y to the power 3 somewhere. I think I did it. No need to do it. Yeah, it's the same one as this. So e to the power 2x, e to the power minus 6 cosine, e to the power minus 6 cosine. No need to do it again. Yeah, that's the same. Yeah, let me do this one. auxiliary equation is r cubed plus 3r squared minus 54, which is not easy to find the roots. Yeah. So what he was giving us e to the power to x is one solution. So for sure, from there, one of the roots is r equals 3. He gave me this. So now I can do synthetic division for this one. If this is one of the root, I have r minus 3 is a factor. So now I can do synthetic division. I have what? This is 3, 1, 3. Coefficient of r is 0, minus 54. Now we do synthetic division. That will be 1, 3, 9, 27. 27 times 3 is what? No, what is this? This is 6, sorry. 3 and 3 is 6. 6 times 3 is 18. That will be 18. 18 times 3, that will be 54. Because I know this should be 0. Huh? This one should be 0. Because of that, I know there is a mistake. 0. Now, this one is r minus 3 times this, r squared plus 6r plus 18 equals 0. And this one, yeah, I can do it to solve this one. Let me do the quadratic formula. Minus 6 plus or minus square root 36 minus 4 times 18 over 2. 4 times 18 is what? Is 72. 36 minus 72 is minus 36. So this is 6. So it will be minus 6 plus or minus 6i over 2. So that is minus 3 plus or minus 3i. So what are the roots? 3 minus 3 plus or minus 3i. General solution, E3x, C1. C1, E3x plus C2, E minus 3x cosine 3x plus C3, E minus 3x sine 3x. That's it. And this will be nice. Yeah, which is correct. Y to the power of the fourth derivative minus 4y. Okay, so what's the auxiliary equation? R to the power 4 minus 4 equals 0. And this one, I can factor it to be what? I can deal with r square minus 2 square equals 0. So I have r square minus 2 times r square plus 2 equals 0. And this one, r square minus 2, let me solve them each one aside. R square minus 2 equals 0, or r square plus 2 equals 0. This quadratic I can deal with them easily. So you have r square equal 2. So r equal plus or minus square root of 2. This one, I have r square equal minus 2. So r equal plus or minus square root of 2i. So what are the roots? Plus or minus square root of 2. Plus or minus square root of 2i. So it's a general solution. Y will be C1 e square root of 2x plus C2 is minus square root of 2x plus C3 cosine square root of 2x plus C4 sine square root of 2x. Okay. Okay. Find homogeneous with constant coefficient was general solution. Now he gave me the general solution. So I have all the roots here. So what are the roots? 0. This is like is the word 0x, which is 1. So you have 0, 2, and minus 1. Those are the roots. So the auxiliary equation will be r minus 0, r minus 2, r minus minus 1, which is what? r minus 2, r plus 1, which is r. I do the product of these things, r square minus 2r plus r minus r minus 2, which is r cubed minus r square minus 2r is equal to 0. So it will be the differential equation, third derivative minus second derivative minus 2 first derivative equals 0, which is this one. And to solve this equation, I have initial conditions, so I need to solve it completely. Well, to find the C, so first I need to find the general solution. So it will be the auxiliary equation. That will be r cubed plus 10r squared plus 25r equals 0. I take r common factor. I have r squared plus 10r plus 25, which is r plus 5 all square is equal to 0. So my roots are 0 minus 5 minus 5. Okay, so my solution y will be c1 plus c2 is minus 5x plus c3 x is minus 5x. Now I need to find the c's. I have the conditions. I need to find the c's. So I'll try y at 0. No, first I need to find y prime and y double prime. Y prime will be what? It will be minus 5c2 is minus 5x. This one, product of two functions, c3 a minus 5x minus 5c3 x is minus 5x. Now y double prime will be what? 25 c2 is minus 5x. Here I have minus 5 c3 is minus 5x. Here product of two functions, minus 5 c3 a minus 5x plus 25 c3x is minus 5x. Okay, now I put the conditions. Y at 0 equal 3. That implies what? I will put 0 there. I have c1 plus c2 equals 3. That will be the first equation. This one will be 0 since 6 is 0. Y prime minus 5c2 plus c3. This here will be 0. That will be equal to 4. Y double prime at 0 equals 5. Plug it here. I have 25c2. I have minus 5c3, minus 5c3. That will be minus 10c3, and that will be 0. It's equal to 5. So these are the three equations. Okay. Yeah, I can take these two equations, try to solve them. I can find C2 and C3. Then I plug C2 there to get C1. Okay. So I can multiply this by 5 and then add. I have minus 25 C2 plus C3 equal 4. 25 C2 minus 10 C3 multiply by 5. Sorry. Multiply everything by 5. So it's minus 25 plus 5 C3 equal 20. Minus 20, this will be 25. This will be the same. I'm not changing it. Add them. I have minus 5 C3 equal 25. So C3 equals minus 5. Good. Plug it in here. So I have minus 5 C2 minus 5 is equal to 4. So minus 5 C2 equal 9. So C2 will be minus 9 over 5. I plug C2 in this one, so C1 equals 3 plus 9 over 5, and that will be 24 over 5. So what will be my solution? Y equal C1 times the first solution, C1, which is 24 over 5 times 1, C2, which is minus 9 over 5, is minus 5x, C3, which is minus 5x, e minus 5x, which is this one. Exactly. Find the homogeneous linear differential equation constant coefficient with general solution. So I have everything here. So what are the roots? 1 is I have 2 plus or minus 3i. These are the roots. So I have the auxiliary equation. R minus 1. And I have here R minus 2. Yeah, these I can write them 1, 2 plus 3i, 2 minus 3i. Or I can use the formula. Or I can do it. Yeah, let me do it in this time. R square times R. It's R. Let me do it in details. Minus this. And R minus this equals 0. So I have R minus 1. This I can write it R minus 2 minus 3i. R minus 2 plus 3i. So I have, this is the same, x minus y times x plus y. So I have R minus 1 times R minus 2 square plus 9. As I said, you can use the formula or you can do it in details, is equal to 0. So I have R minus 1 times what? R square minus 4R plus 4 plus 9 plus 13 is equal to 0. Now do the product. I have R cubed. What will give me R square? Minus 1 R square minus 4 to R. So I have minus 5 R square. What will give me R? 13R plus 4R. That will be plus 17R minus 13 is equal to 0. So it will be my differential equation. Third derivative minus 5 second derivative plus 7 first derivative minus 13y equals 0, which is this one. Exactly. Okay, we try to do these 3 problems quickly, and then I will stop. I have the auxiliary equation. I have initial conditions, so I need to find the values. I have R square minus 4R plus 34 equals 0. Okay. Three y, sorry, not 34. Yeah, I'm reading it. That's 3 equals 0. So I have R minus 3, R minus 1 equals 0. So R equal 1 and 3. So it will be the general solution. Y equal C1 e to the power x plus C2 e to the power 3x. I need y prime, so I'll find y prime. C1 ex plus 3C2 e3x. I have the condition. Y at 0 equals 7. This is 7, correct? Yeah, it seems to me. Okay, 7. So I have what? C1 plus C2 equals 7. Y prime at 0 equal what? Equal 11. So I have what? C1 plus 3C2 equal 11. Subtract them. I have minus 2C2 equal minus 4. So C2 equal 2. Plug it here. And C1 will be 7 minus 2, which is 5. So it will be my solution, not general solution, not any more general now. Solution, y equal, C1 is 5, e to the power x, and C2 is what? 2, e to the power x, which is this. Okay. The seventh derivative is equal to 0. What will be the solution? Okay. So what's the auxiliary equation? Auxiliary equation. R to the power 7 equals 0. That means what? R equal what? 0 how many times? 7 times. Okay. So general solution, y equals C1 plus C2x plus C3x squared x to the power 4. Are we done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 still. C6 x to the power 5, C7. Now we'll stop. That will be my answer. Okay. Last question before I stop. Find homogeneous with real coefficient with characteristic equation has, these are the roots. Since there's real coefficient, if I have this right away, I have 3 plus I is also a root. I know that the not real will come as a pair if I have real coefficients. Okay. Now, so the roots are 2, 3 plus or minus I. The factor, the auxiliary equation, let me go to the auxiliary equation right away. That will be R minus 2. This means 2, 3 plus I, 3 minus I. R minus 3 minus I, R minus 3 plus I equal to 0. So I have R minus 2. This I can do it product of two functions. R minus 3 square. No, it's x minus y times x plus y. This is what I meant, plus 1. Minus I square, which is plus 1, equals 0. So I have R minus 2. This is R square minus 6R plus 9 plus 1 plus 10 equals 0. So you have what? This R cubed. Now it give me R square minus 2 minus 6. That will be minus 8 R square. That give me R. 12R plus 10R plus 22R minus 20 equals 0. What will be the differential equation? Third derivative minus 8 second derivative plus 22 first derivative minus 20 y equals 0. I put y before, correct? Yeah. Okay, now next is just the all the exams questions, and then I will do that later in another video. Let me stop the recording. Thank you.